All right, back with you again. My last live stream of the day, and I know that makes you happy, but I enjoy it. I do. I hope y'all do too. All right, this is a Group 1 prototype series, 7 laps. I believe that's in France, but these are fast cars. Now they are, and for this race you could do up to 950. It has to be 950 pp or less. And my car is definitely less. It's 888.23 pp. Um, and it's a Peugeot Al 750R hybrid, VGT 2017. But this is all prototype cars, and they're very fast. I have no idea if I'll make it into top three on this weekly event. It's tough for me, and we'll give it a see. It's a pretty long track. There will be a pit stop, maybe two of them, and it often rains here, so may have to even put on some intermediates. So there's a lot of decisions to be made as to when to put them on and when to stop and get gas. So uh, a wrong position could cost you a top three spot, and a the decision might get you first place. So we'll see here. Let's get started and see what we can do with this Peugeot. All right. I want to feel it bottoming out a little bit there. I actually, before I got the recording, I raised this car up just a tad because I knew there was rough spots on this track where I'd hit the bottom. And when you bump the bottom like that, it does slow you down a little bit. These cars, a little bit means a lot. As you can see, they're just out running me right now. Get close to them, so that's good. I felt hit the bottom there. There, yeah, I bumped at the bottom a lot, so I sort of see if the sparks will be flying off of me. I've got the hood view. I'm sitting up front, and that's a better view for me. If you watch my last live stream, you'll see exactly why I need to be sitting up here, because I'm sitting down in the cockpit. I just can't find the road. My eyes aren't weak enough. May not have that problem. Cockpit view is more authentic and interesting to me. But I don't win races doing it, so I like to be able to place a little bit. The sky looks a little gray, not too bad right now, so I don't know if rain or not. I didn't check the forecast, but that thing on here for checking the weather, it shows you what's happened in the last hour up to the present, but it don't show you what's coming. So the storm moving in from a distance, you're not going to see it. But most of the time you can sort of spot them, but it's a long race like this, storm may not have showed up on the radar yet. So it don't hurt to check it. It sure don't. And I won't get on a little too far there coming down that curve over quite straight enough to jump on the car. Give me a little wiggle waggle. Oh, buddy. Whew. I don't know if that caused me clean race or not, but I did bump it. I was behind it when it bumped it. Trying to slip in the side of him there. He come over. Wasn't his fault. He had it right away. Let's see. I don't usually get clean races on these anyhow because they usually run off the track somewhere along the line. And since we're just still on the first lap, it's a good chance I'll run off of the track again here. By that, it's 13th spot. So That's not too bad. Out of 20 cars, getting up to 13, you're still on the first lap. Well, I'm right pleased with it. You got 5 places around this track, but I haven't got over the off the track either. I call the litter box. That's what I call the sand. Got a picture of a cat going in there doing his business. And he's driving into it. Yeah. It's a little bumpy in here. This curve, so being beside another car is not the ideal situation. More good drivers would do that. But I'm not a real driver. Actually, I'm not a driver at all. Bombadil's driving again. He got a pay cut from the last one. Big pay cut. Yes, sir. And I took him up behind the woodshed, took a switch to him, too. I don't care how old he is. He should have done more good than what he did. Messing up right there at the impact of the brakes. Yeah. That was embarrassing for me as the owner or manager. Yeah, that's it. Here we go, getting into the straight stretches. It's the first of 3 very nice straight stretches where you can get on it. Fuel, we got a little more half tank. Cars look pretty good, a little worn. I've got racing mediums. They definitely will not do the rest of this race. Have to change their tires. But so will everybody else. Even racing cars, I don't know if they can do this race. But keeping up these cars on the little faster tires. The softs and the mediums are faster than the hards. Even though the hards last long. That's the thing, if they get a lap or 2 more out of the hard cars. That means best time in pit, and that means we're good when it comes to the end of the race. The less time you spend in the pit, the more time you find to spend finishing the race. And I'm just stating obvious, just to try to sound smart. Did it work? I didn't think so. Well, we tend to do that, don't we? Well, I shouldn't say we. I tend to do that. Try to sound smart and all of that make myself look a little dumber by stating the obvious. There you go. Well, maybe around that curve again. I have a hard time there sometimes. I definitely jump on it too fast a lot of times and spin the car out. Patience, patience, patience. That's what it's all about. Going pretty good here as far as I'm coming along nicely. We go, like I said, it doesn't have the power, but this is a hybrid, so I won't have to get gas as quick. And those other fellas, we're running gas engine, just straight gas. They're going to have to get gas before I do. Now the tires, that depends upon the driver, and I'm not easy on the tires, so you'll be able to squeal now and then when I come going these curves. When your tires squeal like that, that means you're moving sideways, and that's dragging rubber off them tires, whatever they're made out of. Well, they're still made out of rubber nowadays or not. I have no idea. I don't know what the paint show. I haven't heard anything about rubber tires in a long time. Probably some sort of synthetic thing, like everything else is made out of nowadays. Some sort of synthetic chemical stuff. Probably got plastic in it. Everything does. Going all right so far. Getting ready to start the 3rd lap. Have a half a tank of gas. Cars are in good shape. Sky still looks pretty clear. I'll be able to get another lap in. Got 7 laps to do in this race. Well, I'm thinking we could get one more lap on this gas that we got in the car right now. And oh, by the way, I did find out why I wasn't able to stop that gas pump, and I wanted to. And it finally dawned on me when I was in there, and what I was busy doing, showing y'all how where that little diamond was on that gas gauge thing. Well, I moved my cursor out of the place where it says stop fueling or don't fuel. And that's where the cursor's got to be when you hit the X button to stop it fueling. And my cursor wasn't in that box. So when I hit stop fueling, I didn't stop fueling, that is. So I finally figured it out. It's just suddenly turned really gray, like it's going to rain. Oh. Yeah, matter of fact, it is rain. I can see a little point getting on that track. Now, do I want to push it, these cars, for another lap? It depends on how wet it is. And right now, it's not really wet. But it's probably getting to raining harder. And if I get into that next lap, this car's fast as it is, well, I'll be in some trouble. That rain, see, that track's, look at that gauge over there on the bottom left. That track's getting wetter and wetter. And, that tends to happen when it's raining harder. It does here in real life. Anyhow, the road gets wetter and wetter when it's raining. And yeah, we're up to the fourth on that gauge. So, yeah, I am going to stop and get cars. Sure am. I want somebody to swap the intermediates. Even though we're pulling up on the number 3 car, it's going to be I can watch these curves. If you're going too fast, or I'll slide right off the road, wet road. And I bet you them fellas in front of me are going to hit the pits too. Oh. Almost got the back of them, didn't I? Yeah, got real close to getting the back of them. Yeah, that road's getting a little better. That seems, well, actually holding kind of steady now, but I'm going to go to the pits. That's like I said at the beginning of this race. You have to make some judgment calls, and sometimes it'll cost you the race when you make the wrong one. I've got enough fuel, but I'm afraid of that track being wet. And if it does start raining harder, then I'll have to slow it down to a crawl. The intermediates, I can keep the pace up. I think I've got enough of a run at it that I'll be okay. We'll see. It's coming up. I'm going in. I'll change the intermediate cars. That car right behind me just ran in the back of me because I'm going too slow. Hits for good. I want to change over here to these racing intermediate. And as you can see, that diamond on the screen, and this time I'm going to remember to move the cursor back right there. Just want to get a little past that, because that's how much fuel I'll need. Now, see, I'm moving the cursor back here to don't refuel, and when I click on that X button on the controller, it should stop fueling. But I got my cursor in the right place, and that was a problem I was having. And slow as I am, it took me a while to recognize that fact. Let's see if it does anything. If it doesn't, like, yes, I did. Oh boy, way to go. Way to go. I'm so proud of me. Yes, sir. I am so proud of me. I figured that out all on my own. I mean, it took several days and several times and a lot of days of thinking. Well, y'all probably seen it right off the get-go. But, well, maybe this idiot will figure it out eventually. Now, see, these guys don't look to me like they supposed to got the tires. And they're going really slow. They have to. It's a rains are really coming down now. So that was a good decision that time. go ahead and get those intermediate tires. Now, if it doesn't rain, that track gets dry, those intermediate tires wear out fast. So that's the risk you take if you make the wrong choice. It stops raining, the track gets dry, and then you are out of luck. You will have to start getting cars again. Well, I know I've got enough gas to finish the race. Do I have enough cars? I don't know. We're on the fourth lap. Got to do four, 5, 6, and 7 laps. So like 4 laps we've got to complete to make it into the race with these cars. If the track stays wet, they certainly will. Well, if the track stays wet. Now if that track starts getting dry, anybody's guess. I have raced races when it's wet like that and getting dry. I'll look for the wetter spots on the track, and you just tell it just like you can in real life. You'll see standing water. Reflection of it, see it. Oh, slow. He doesn't have racing car. He doesn't have wet car on that number 1 car. And see what happened. Don't have, you got slow to a crawl, and that cost him the number 1 spot. For now, anyhow. So he trusted his luck that he could run it, and turned out his luck ran out right there as far as I think guessing what kind of tires to have on. So it happens. I've done it myself. I certainly have many a time. That racing car there, our intermediate car, it still kicked out from under me, getting on too hard on that wet road curve. Got to get that steering wheel tires pointing kind of straight ahead. If you don't, it's going to spin you around. Whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. It might be kind of a Ferris wheel if you get stuck at the top with a pretty girl, but that ain't happening in a long time. It's been a long time since I've been on Ferris wheel. See how my mind drifts around on everything? That's what you can do. You play this game, you don't have to put all your concentration into it, take it serious. It's not like you were driving in the world championships on here. Those guys do have to stay focused. I don't have to, which is really good because I don't think I have a tendency to stay that way anymore. I'm lucky to figure I stay focused when I'm making the sandwich that put the peanut butter and jelly both on there. You'd be surprised at some of the stuff that I've done that just lose focus. It should it goes when you get older. Because I've been that way when I'm younger. So good. Those are tight little S curves right there. Take it too fast, you'll be in a mess. We're doing pretty good right now. Bombadil is getting us around the track without too much problem. Proud of him. I may give him his money back that took away after the last race. I don't know, that still rubs me wrong. I'll have to think about it some more. Enough gas, cars are looking good, the track's still wet. It's what we want with these intermediate cars. We're pretty good in the lead right here, about 2 seconds, 3 seconds now. So that's a pretty good lead. The last curve here. To this great stretch. That's good. I was up 4 second lead now, so we're stretching our lead a little bit. Which is good. Yeah. Yes, that's what we want to do. And I'm pretty sure we'll get our driving marathon today. That'll happen with this 7 laps on this track. It's a fairly long track. Not the longest one, but it's fairly long. I think the longest track is probably the one in Germany, Nuremberg. That's the longest track. And I can tell you, if they're going to do a race on there, you can think it's a long track too. And it's a hard track. A lot of curves. You've got to pay attention on that track. We'll get there eventually. We used to talk about it until we're there. Then we'll fret about it. Right now, we just want to enjoy this run we have here. Try to not make any serious mistakes. Tear up the car. Maybe a clean race, maybe not. I think they did bump the Beller a little bit. One was a clean race or not. I don't recollect running off the road any. Yeah, jump on a little too hard. That track's drying out now. Yeah, I can see it's getting drier. And you can see by just the colors of it. See, just right through here is dry, but look a little white, it's a little wet. I'm going to make my tires last a little longer, getting in a wet spot on the track. Also costs you time to get out the racing lane. So it costs me more time than beds when I change the car. The cars are good right now, but are they good for 2 more laps? That's the question. And I just don't know. And I think he was with me when I raced this race, and I ran all 4 tires unballed. Ended up, I don't know, with last place, but I was pretty close to it. Just because I didn't want to go in them pits and change cars, pushed it, and yeah, I lost that bet. Yeah, it was a gamble that didn't pay off. Run all 4 tires until the something I'm going to get here on the wet side and have to something. Stay a little bit better. Won't have to approach this turn up here, but I have enough lead I can sacrifice some lead a little bit. Well, no, I don't have that. I got 2 seconds. I did have 4 seconds there for a while. So, yeah, well, I can see my mirror. They're back up on top of me. We got to get this thing and keep it in the racing lane now. Because I done messed up and let them get back up on top of me. And that's not good, especially if I had to make a pit stop and get tires. Right now, I'm thinking this car is plastic. That's what I'm seeing. I know the gas will. Stretch average, still get falling behind. Go back up to 2 seconds. I was less than 2 seconds there for a little bit. A lead. Got to remember, a while back, not too long ago, I was 4 seconds ahead. So, you got to try to drive it smartly and correctly and keep a little bit of a lead. 3 seconds there. I can see it up there in the left-hand corner. Look at where the cars are standing in the race. It also tells me it's figuring off how much of a lead I have over the car behind me. I'm pretty sure that's what it's telling me anyhow. It seems to be that way. Well, I recognize it. Over 4 seconds in, 4.3 seconds lead. It's pretty daggum good. The cars look good enough for another lap to me. I hope they are. What do you reckon they are or not? Yeah. We'll find out. I'm a cheap rascal. I want to be buying cars. I bet these racing cars, I bet you $500-600 for a car. I'd say they're like costly. They have one of these cars, I reckon 4 cars too. $500 million probably. I don't know. Need mechanics to work on it and try to transport it. Adds up, don't it? Yeah. Started thinking about it that way. But I don't reckon I'll ever have to worry about it in real life. Don't have to worry about it much here in the game. Not real money. Well, there's some games you could best real money in, but I'm not one of those people to do that. When I started really investing enough money, that means I'm taking it too serious, way too serious. I just don't do that. It's not for me. As far as wearing some now, I still think they'll make it to the end of the race. I really do. And I'm going to try it. That left rear, those rear tires don't look great, but I'm going to try to push me into the race. I'm already past the pit, so I ain't got no choice now. We're on the last lap, and all I can do is just keep my fingers crossed. We'll get about halfway through before the cars become very critical. But they don't have to be plumb worn out to start causing you problems. So that's the thing. When they get real low, you're going to lose some traction. Believe me, I know. I believe I've seen it the last time when on the other profile when I drove them on racing slicks. Yeah. When them things plumb out to the water, the only thing that was holding it together was a mission of prayer. I don't know if they ever blow out. I've never experienced. I think that might be something maybe they ought to consider about this game. I think wear something like out like them cars like I did, they'll eventually blow out. Don't change your oil like you should. You get your oil that's real dirty, but y'all ought to have it where you blow an engine. And that's just my opinion. I don't know how much it would take to program stuff like that. I have no idea whatsoever. Let's say that programming is probably pretty involved doing that kind of stuff. We'll see. Right now I enjoy it just as it is. Talking with Fred over that. We'll get around this little S curve here. Ooh, they must have made a pit stop. I've got 41 seconds now. They must have stopped in the pit. I guess that's what they did, or I wouldn't have that kind of lead. I didn't notice up there, but they're trying to watch this road, talking to me to get off the road and drive. In the game and in real life both. But I tell you, 41 seconds, 42 seconds, 43 seconds. Now, I tell you, those tires wear out, I could still make it in there ahead of them. And I'd be going dead slow. And those tires are getting worn. And they're not going to grip as good, and I've got to try to keep that in mind. I'll feel it when I hit these curves. Yes, I will. That back end's going to get loose. It's going to try to come around. Yeah, I can feel it right there. You can see it a little bit. It's slewing around. We're close. This stretch here. Man, look at them back tires. Well, you could see through them, man. See the air inside of them. They are thin. As long as that air stays on the inside, it might be all right. We're coming up toward the finish, not too long to go till they get to the finish line. Tell me to get fuel, that I need fuel, but we're on the last lap, so we don't have to do that. This is a close call. Mercy. Yeah, may turn out to be the right call. We've got the lead and just a little bit to go, just a little bit here. Okay, those tires made it, just barely. Oh, mercy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold that off. Just barely. So there we go. We got the first place with that. Did we get a clean race? I don't know. There's old Bombadil celebrating, waving at the crowd. The gals are throwing their skivvies at him. Or is that the guys? Who knows what Bombadil? Yeah, there we go. Didn't get a clean race, but we got the race done. 260,000 credits, and got our marathon in. That part's done. Y'all want to go with me to see what we won with the marathon ticket? Sure, I'd like to take you along for a ride. You went through the hard part with me. Well, maybe this is maybe every bit of it's the hard part, having to ride with me. Well, hit that circle key going back and back. And one of the things I'm going to do, and I've told you before, that's a good idea, is to go to the GT Auto, check your oil, because you'll forget. And yeah, we're still good. You can see down here, all still good. So we'll back up and hit circle button, and go up here to the garage. And we have one reward gift in there. That's that blue box is beside the garage. And we'll go see what we collect for a gift. 4-star roulette ticket, a reward for completing a driving marathon. Now, my understanding is you only have sole availability today, 7/14/26, and it tells the time 13:44, which is 1:44 p.m. But my understanding is that you only have so much time, I guess, before you start turning these tickets. Now, whether that's the case or not, I don't know, because I've never tried to push the limits. I just go ahead and get my roulette tickets and turn them in. It's going to be money, and how much money, honey, I don't know. Oh, 30,000 credits. That's what she's going to be. We'll put that into our bank. We got 11,829,198 credits now. I've had a lot less. All right, folks. Enjoyed it as much as I did. Please give me a like and a follow. I'd appreciate it. So I'll let you be for now. Take care of yourselves.